My first stop after leaving Connecticut and New York was Washington Crossing in Trenton, New Jersey. Many say this was the turning point in the Revolutionary War, where George Washington snuck 2,400 men across the Delaware River on December 26 to surprise and attack the Hessian military force that was camped out in Trenton. From there I made it down to Philadelphia, where I stayed with my friend Stephanie, who lives about 2 miles from Liberty Square. Nestor was given an oil change and tune-up at a local shop that may be one of the best VW bus shops in the eastern U.S. Just around the corner from the meeting house is the place that Ben Franklin and his wife were buried. As I've been doing on this trip, I looked for trees around the grave of Franklin that may somehow be a living remnant of what was once the man. I found myself trying to communicate with the dead through these trees, as well as their gravestones. While I don't consider myself a religious person particularly, I do sense the energy in things. Who knows where that energy comes from and where it goes to over time? The next day on my way out of Philly, I stopped at the Germantown Historical Society to see what information they had concerning the founder, Pastorius, one of my 9th great-grandfathers. There I was able to look at his wallet, which is over 300 years old. My next stop was the Tull family graveyard a few miles away. My relation to the founder of Germantown is through Francis Daniel Tull, one of my 3rd great-grandfathers, who was the son of Sarah Pastorius, the great-great-granddaughter of Francis Daniel Pastorius. The Tull family can be traced back to the Tully clan of Ireland, with Thomas Tull arriving in America in 1654. It is through Sarah Pastorius' mother, Sarah Lincoln, granddaughter of Mordecai Lincoln, that I am descended from Samuel Lincoln, and a relation to Abe Lincoln. After leaving Philadelphia, my first stop was Gettysburg. It's here that the largest number of casualties in the Civil War occurred, with over 23,000 total killed or wounded. I visited the cemetery where Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address. I found a place to rest until morning, then went to visit the site of the Battle of Antietam in Sharpsburg. This Civil War battle remains the bloodiest single-day battle in U.S. history, with a combined total of 22,717 dead, wounded, or missing. Antietam was one of the most moving experiences of my trip. I proceeded towards Washington, D.C., where I planned to visit several national sites, including the Lincoln Memorial and Ford's Theater. My GPS was acting up, and I had missed my turnoff towards D.C. Having already made one U-turn to head back to the freeway, I had to wait and reset my phone, and then go through the same intersection a second time. The man who hit me ran through a yellow light when everyone else had stopped. The damage to Nestor seems limited to the back end and rear axle. She's being shipped back to LA for repairs. Luckily, she's fully insured. In the meantime, I proceeded with my trip in DC, planning to finish there and fly home. There are over 15,000 books written about April. That's pretty amazing. A visit to a food truck, and I walked past the Washington Monument to the Lincoln Memorial. My last stop, and the last stop on this trip, was the Capitol building. Once Nestor's back on the road, I'll contemplate finishing the journey. Thanks for watching.